Mucho gusto. Vas a ser el nuevo entrenador de Team Heretics y esto es un nuevo proyecto. Eres una persona joven, con lo cual le puede dar un aire muy fresco a la escena. Entonces, como primera pregunta, con la reestructuración del equipo, ¿qué visión tienes para la nueva plantilla de Heretics 2026? ¿Y cuál es tu objetivo más inmediato como entrenador?
Para empezar, no puedo hablar todo en español, pero me voy a intentar. Para mí, la cultura es el más importante. Si la cultura es una mierda, no puedo trabajar. Los jugadores también. Sí, para mí la cultura es lo más importante y for my vision. I need to switch. This one I cannot do.
It's okay.
For my vision, it's long term. What that means is we will start somewhere with what we have. It's a complete restructuring of the team, of the organization. That means that if it's not done my way, then I have a really hard time, considering that I think it's no secret that Heretics is a little bit of a failing league organization, and I want to be here to turn it around with the team, because I think they do a lot of things right. This is the first time I feel at home in a team. I feel like I wanna give back already, and so therefore I think it's just very simple to me. Like the vision stands out, trusting the process, building the process, structuring, and it takes time. Building greatness takes time, and I'm willing to invest that time.
Of course, it takes time and you have a lot of new players in the team, so you have to work from the beginning. Y muchos coaches participan en la elección del roster. ¿Te ha dado tiempo a participar en la elección de los jugadores para este roster o no?
Sí. Hay muchísima trust en mí porque tengo un vision.
Visión, sí.
Sí, tengo un vision y el management, they trust in my vision. No puedo. La verdad es que es muy difícil explicar estas cosas en español.
No pasa nada.
They trust in my vision. They trust in what I have explained to them, and I told them already I'm not going to join a new team online. I'm not going to join a new team in person if I don't have trust to do it my way, because I don't want to be middle of the pack. If I'm not here to be great, then I'm not here. So with that, I got full trust. So that also means it comes with all the responsibility, and I'm willing to shoulder that. Whatever happens, happens. And as long as you keep reflecting, as long as you keep trying to better the process, better the vision, and no one feels above the vision, I think you have a really good baseline. So that's how I work from. And with the team selection, I mean, it's obviously some things that you can't control when you come to a new team and you have a vision. There's always contractual things and whatnot, but I'm really happy with what we have. The players are really good people, and to me, people comes first. If you don't have the right people, it's really hard to build a good environment, even if you do the right things. So yeah, I had a lot to do with the process, also the academy team, and that only comes with trust. So I want to shout out Niklas for all the trust.
And having so many responsibilities, do you feel any kind of pressure? And also being under the name of Heretics.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Pressure, okay. Stress, it's something that you put on yourself. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters to me is the inner circle. The people that I really care about and the team. I want to give back to the fans, but they will never know exactly what's going on inside the team.
That's always missing information.
If you're not inside the team, you don't know. You can only guess. So there's no pressure. It's just a video game.
Pregúntale a LeBron James si es un juego.
I'm here to learn. I'm here to share experiences. I'm here to make the best culture. So no pressure.
That's good. ¿Qué filosofía de juego quieres implantar en Heretics? ¿Agresiva, macro, control, adaptativa y por qué?
Tengo una perspectiva de macro. Tiempo. Es lo más importante. Y flexibilidad, creatividad. En Europa hay una cultura que los asiáticos son mejores.
Ay, sí.
Y hay que copiar. Y este es una grande mierda. Y con este equipo quiero creatividad, quiero innovation, adaptabilidad. Adaptabilidad.
Adaptabilidad, sí, lo has dicho súper bien.
Vale. y open-mindedness.
Open-minded.
Sí.
Claro, being open-minded helps to
Sí.
adapt to every single situation.
If you don't have open-mindedness, you can't be creative.
Exactly,
Everything
exactly.
comes together.
Exactly, everything comes together. Ok. ¿Y qué retos crees que son los más importantes para que el equipo destaque, tu equipo en particular, la próxima temporada?
Quickly, I didn't.
Oh.
Can I say mierda, hostia, joder?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, because it's very big in Spain, so okay.
Of course,
Again.
we love it. ¿Qué retos crees que son los más importantes para tu equipo para que pueda destacar la próxima temporada? The biggest goals, the most important things you have to work in your team in order to make it further.
Structure.
Structure.
If you don't have structure and you don't try to always better the structure, then you're just gonna work with like whatever happens on the day-to-day. So structure is most important, and as I said, culture. If you are not a cultural leader, if you're not trying to do the right things and you don't keep people accountable for their actions every single day, and you show one crack, then the culture breaks and the players will try to see how much they can take. So
By culture, you mean the working environment?
yeah, so it starts with values and non-negotiables. You have to have a culture inside of the group. You know, like for example, Heretics have passion, rebellionship, or rebellion, passion, and one more, which I don't remember right now. But inside of our group, we have our own with the connection of Heretics, and we have behaviors that you can't do. For example, being late. If you're late, then there has to be some kind of consequence. So for me, cultural leadership and creating an environment where people are happy to come to work. They wake up and they're like, fuck yes, I'm ready to go. Accountability and structure. These things.
That's really good. Vale, y ahora sobre ICE, ya que le hemos hecho una entrevista a ICE antes. ¿Qué crees que puede aportar ICE al equipo como AD Carry? ¿Y cómo planteas integrarlo en la bot lane?
Él tienes un muy buena teamfight. Si él tienes gold, él puedes carry. Muy simple. No tienes un voice muy dominante.
Dominante.
Pero no importa, porque hay otras personas que...
Claro, son los shot callers.
Sí, exacto. Él está muy divertido también.
Sí, aunque no lo exprese mucho,
Sí.
pero se le ve divertido.
Sí. Si sabe cómo activar él para el environment, está muy divertido. Él. Sí.
Eso es importante. Vale, así como ya para finalizar, desde tu experiencia, aunque eres joven, ¿qué cualidades crees que debería de tener un equipo competitivo? Has hablado un poco de cómo quieres hacer el ambiente de trabajo, el working environment, pero ¿qué cualidades necesitas ver en tu equipo para poder confiar más en él?
Structure, as I mentioned. High performance environment. If you don't have a high performing mindset, you don't have the right people, you can't play. Like it's really all comes down to you wake up and you want to be the best version of yourself that day. You want to be 1% better, or you wake up and you feel like you don't want to come to work. I mean, that will decide how you work on a day-to-day, and how you work on a day-to-day will decide the outcome of the team. Not just results, but everything. So, yeah, that's simple.
And now, before finishing, algunas palabras para los fans.
Gracias por seguirnos, y nosotros va a darle todo. Joder.
Muchas gracias por la entrevista.
Gracias.
Te deseo lo mejor para el año que viene.
Gracias.